Hello. Today, I'm going to be introducing you and showing you to the African top 40 singers of all time from 1960 to 2025. These artists have been measured by their vocal strength, commercial success of their music, how they appeal to audience, their personal wealth, and achievements and struggles over the years. But before we go further, please kindly subscribe to KCA Studio. It's very important that you do this. Like, comment, and share this video. All right, so let's get right straight into it. I'm going to start from number 40 on the list, and that's Temilade Okpeni, known as Tems. She is a Nigerian singer-songwriter whose alto and soulful depth has captured global audiences, rising to fame with songs like Try Me and a feature on Wizkid's Essence. She has since won a Grammy and collaborated with global stars like Drake and Future. A blend of afrobeats, R&B, and neo soul reflects modern African artistry and continues to influence global pop culture. Number 39 is Oliver Mtukudzi from Zimbabwe. Yeah, he was a Zimbabwe legendary singer, songwriter, and guitarist. He was celebrated for his unique Tuku music, blending traditional sounds, South African bankanga, and Afro jazz. Over his 4-decade career, he released more than 60 albums, using music to address social and moral issues. His deep, gravelly voice and intricate guitar work made him an African cultural ambassador until his passing in 2019. Number 38 on the list is Rema from Nigeria, whose name is actually Divine Ikubo. He's professionally known as Rema, and he's into Afrobeats and Afro rave sensation. He shot to fame in 2019 with Do Maybe and has since redefined Afrobeats with trap, pop, and Indian music influences. His hit Calm Down achieved massive international success, including a remix with Selena Gomez. Rema's bold creativity, fashion-forward persona, and global reach has established him as a new generation African music icon. Number 37 is Tiwa Savage from Nigeria, and she's dubbed the Queen of Afrobeats. Tiwa Savage is a Nigerian singer-songwriter with a career spanning Afro-pop, R&B, and soul. She's a Berklee College of Music alumna, and she has written for international acts and delivered hits like Kele Kele Love and All Over. Tiwa's powerful voice, fashion presence, and resilience have broken gender barriers in African music, earning her global collaborations and awards. Number 36 on the list is Khalid. Cheb Khalid from Algeria is the king of Rai music, a genre blending Arabic, African, French, and pop influences. Rising in the 1980s, he brought Rai to global fame with hits like Didi and Aika. Known for his multi-voice and uplifting rhythms, Khalid's music bridges cultural gaps and remains a staple in world music, influencing generations of North African and Middle Eastern artists. And number 35 is Diamond Platnumz from Tanzania. Nasibu Abdul Juma, better known as Diamond Platnumz, is Tanzania's most successful bongo flavor artist. His infectious blend of Afro-pop, R&B, and traditional Tanzanian rhythms has produced international hits like Number One and Jeje. Is known for his showmanship and cross-border collaborations. He has popularized East African music globally, winning multiple awards and becoming a leading figure in African entertainment entrepreneurship. Number 34 is Papa Wemba from the Democratic Republic of Congo. He was a Congolese music legend and a pioneer of modern Congolese rumba and soukous. He was renowned for his velvety tenor voice and flamboyant sapeur fashion. He blended traditional African music with Western pop. His international collaborations and charismatic stage presence made him a cultural icon across Africa until his untimely death on stage in 2016. Number 33 on the list is D'banj from Nigeria. Oladapo Oyebanjo, known as D'banj, is a Nigerian singer, songwriter, and harmonica virtuoso. Famed for his energetic performances and charisma, he rose to continental fame with hits like Oliver Twist, which charted internationally. A pioneer in globalizing Afrobeats, D'banj has received numerous awards, blending Afropop with funk, R&B, and dance. Beyond music, he is a philanthropist and an influential figure in African entertainment. Number 32 on the list is Tabule Rocherio from Democratic Republic of Congo. He was a Congolese singer, songwriter, and band leader who revolutionized Congolese rumba by incorporating rock, soul, and Latin influences. Leading Orchestre Afrisa International, he recorded over 2,000 songs, shaping the sound of African pop in the 20th century. His smooth tenor and poetic lyrics earned him the title The Voice of Lightness, leaving an indelible mark on African music history. At number 31 on the list of African top 40 singers of all time is Nigeria's Ebenezer Obey, Chief Commander Ebenezer Obey from Nigeria. He is a Juju music maestro whose career spans over 6 decades. Known for blending Yoruba drumming, guitar work, and praise singing. His thoughtful lyrics often addresses morality, faith, and social values. Obey's music has been a soundtrack to Nigerian celebrations and spirituality, earning him legendary status as a cultural custodian and pioneer of modern Juju sound. Alright, so that's the first 10. I'm going to go now to tell you the other 10 that's going from number 30 to 21. Please do not forget to subscribe to KCA Studio. Alright, so let's have it. Number 30 on the list is Cameroonian singer Manu Dibango. He was a legendary Cameroonian saxophonist and songwriter who fused jazz, funk, and traditional African rhythms. His 1972 hit Soul Makossa became a global sensation, influencing disco and pop for decades. Over a career spanning more than 60 years, he collaborated with top artists worldwide and championed African music internationally. He was known for his improvisational brilliance and warm personality. Dibango remained active in music until his passing in 2020, leaving an enduring legacy as a cultural ambassador. Number 29 is Umu Sangare from Mali. Yes, Mali's songbird of Wassalu is renowned for her powerful voice and fearless advocacy. A debut album, Mosolo, in 1989 made her a West African star, addressing issues like women's rights and forced marriage through music, blending traditional Wassalu rhythms with modern arrangements. She has earned global acclaim, including a Grammy. Beyond music, Sangare is a successful entrepreneur in Mali, using a platform to inspire social change while preserving the musical traditions of her homeland. And number 28 is Kofi Olomide from Democratic Republic of Congo. Now, Kofi Olomide is a Congolese soukous superstar known for his smooth baritone voice and innovative style. Leading Courtier Latin International, he slowed soukous tempo into his signature chacho sound with hits like Loi and Efrakata. He became a continental sensation, winning multiple African Music Awards, famous for elaborate choreography and lyrical romanticism. Kofi remains one of Democratic Republic Congo's most influential musical experts, inspiring new generations while keeping Congolese rumba relevant on the global stage. And number 27 on the list is no other person than Nigeria's Wizkid. Wizkid, born Ayodeji Ibrahim Balogun, is one of Nigeria's most successful Afrobeats exports. Busting onto the scene with Superstar in 2011, he has since collaborated with Drake, Beyonce, and Justin Bieber. His song Essence became the first Nigerian track to chart on the Billboard Hot 100. Wizkid is known for blending Afrobeats, reggae, and R&B, and Wizkid has won numerous international awards, His artistry and global reach has solidified him as a key figure in African music's worldwide rise. Number 26 is Ali Fakatore from Mali, and he was a Malian guitarist and singer whose hypnotic desert blues bridged traditional Malian music with American blues. He was often called the African John Lee Hooker, and he showcased the African roots of the blues, winning multiple Grammys, including for his collaborations with Raikuda, Taurus Deep, resonant voice, and intricate guitar playing celebrated Mali's musical heritage. Even after becoming mayor of Niafunke, he remained dedicated to music until his death in 2006. Number 25 on the list is Two-Face Idibia from Nigeria. Innocent Two Baba, as is fondly called, is one of Nigeria's most celebrated singers and songwriters, rising as a member of Plantation Boys before going solo. He gained continental fame with African Queen, an enduring African love anthem. His music blends Afropop, reggae, and R&B, earning him countless awards. Beyond artistry, Tubaba is a philanthropist, an activist, and he uses his influence to promote peace, good governance, and youth empowerment across Africa's entertainment and social landscapes. And number 24 is Kesaria Evora from Cape Verde. Now, this Cape Verde's barefoot diva was renowned for singing Mona, a melancholic, poetic genre likened to Portuguese Fado. Singing barefoot in solidarity with the poor, she brought Cape Verdean music to international audiences with songs like Sodade. A rich, emotive voice earned her a Grammy and global tours, making her one of Africa's most beloved musical icons. Evora's artistry celebrated love, longing, and the Cape Verdean spirits until her death in 2011. Number 23 is Davido from Nigeria. David Adeleke, professionally known as Davido, is a Nigerian afrobeat superstar celebrated for his energetic stage presence and hit-making ability, blending Afropop with highlife and hip-hop. He has produced global hits like Fall and If. A multiple award winner, Davido has collaborated with top international artists and helped globalize Afrobeat. Beyond music, he is known for philanthropy, supporting students and communities across Nigeria. His influence spans entertainment, culture, and youth empowerment. And 22 is Thomas Mafumo from Zimbabwe. Thomas Mafumo, Zimbabwe's Lion of Zimbabwe, is a singer and songwriter who pioneered Chimurenga music, blending traditional Shona rhythms with modern instruments. His politically charged lyrics were central to Zimbabwe's liberation struggle, earning him both admiration and exile with his band, the Blacks Unlimited. Mafumo has preserved Zimbabwean culture while addressing social injustice. His deep, commanding voice and commitment to truth-telling makes him an enduring African music legend. And number 21 on the African Top 40 Singers of All Time, 1960 to 2025, is Alpha Blondy from Cote d'Ivoire. Alpha Blondy is a reggae legend from Cote d'Ivoire, famous for singing in multiple languages, including English, French, and Daola. Inspired by Bob Marley, he fused reggae's rhythms with African melodies, producing hits like Jerusalem and Cocody Rock. His songs often carry messages of peace, unity, and political consciousness. Blondie's charismatic performances and activism have made him one of Africa's most influential voices for social change through music. Alright, so we're left with 20 more, and on the next couple of minutes, I'm going to be showing you the African top 40 singers of all time from 20 to 1. I have already told you from 40 to 21. Don't forget to subscribe to KCA Studio, subscribe to this channel. So let's have it. Number 20 on the list of African top 40 singers of all time, 1960 to 2025, is Amre Diab from Egypt. Amre Diab is Egypt's most celebrated pop star and one of the Arab world's most enduring musical icons. Known as the father of Mediterranean music, he blends Arabic melodies with international pop, dance, and Latin influences. His 1996 hit, Noor El Ain, brought him worldwide recognition, earning multi-language covers. With a career spanning over 3 decades, Diab has won numerous world music awards and maintained relevance through constant reinvention. His charismatic stage presence and romantic ballads have made him a cultural bridge between the Middle East and global pop audiences. Number 19 on the list is Salif Keita from Mali, often called the golden voice of Africa. He is a Malian singer whose music blends traditional West African sounds with jazz, rock, and funk. Born an albino, he faced social stigma yet rose to become one of Africa's most respected artists, a founding member of Les Ambassadeurs Internationaux. Keita's solo work, including Sorrow and La Différence, addresses love, unity, and human rights. His emotive voice and advocacy for people with albinism have earned him global acclaim and multiple awards, cementing his legacy as a voice for the marginalized and a guardian of Malian musical heritage. Number 18 is Bongo from Angola. Bongo, born José Adelino Barcelo de Carvalho, is Angola's most prominent singer-songwriter, celebrated for his soulful voice and mastery of samba, a genre blending African rhythms with Portuguese influences. Initially a professional athlete, he turned to music in exile to protest colonial rule, using songs as political resistance. His debut, Angola 72, became an anthem for independence movement with over 30 albums. Bonga's music explores love, struggle, and identity, making him a cultural icon in Lusophone Africa and beyond. His distinctive husky tone remains instantly recognizable in world music circles. 17 is Femi Kuti from Nigeria, the eldest son of Afrobeat pioneer Fela Kuti. He has carried his father's legacy while modernizing the genre for contemporary audiences. Born in Lagos, he began playing in his father's band before forming his own group, Positive Force. Femi's music blends jazz, funk, and highlife with politically charged lyrics on corruption and human rights. His powerful saxophone solos, electrifying performances, and multiple Grammy nominations have solidified his global reputation. Beyond music, Femi is an activist committed to Pan-African unity, using Afrobeats as a tool for education and social change. And 16 is Ladysmith Black Mambazo from South Africa. South Africa's most famous vocal group, renowned for their isicathamiya harmonies rooted in Zulu tradition. Founded in the 1960s by Joseph Shabalala, the group gained global fame through their collaboration with Paul Simon on Graceland. Their rich, intricate, a cappella arrangements convey themes of peace, love, and spirituality. Winners of multiple Grammys, they have performed for world leaders and promoted South African culture worldwide. Even after Shabalala's passing, the group continues to inspire through intergenerational performances and cultural preservation. Number 15 on the list is Lucky Dube from South Africa. He was South Africa's most successful reggae artist, known for blending Jamaican reggae with African themes. Starting in Mbakanga music, he transitioned to reggae in 1980s and he produced classics like Prisoner and Remember Me. His songs address apartheid, social injustice, and unity, resonating with global audiences. Over his career, Dube released more than 20 albums and toured extensively before his tragic death in 2007. His powerful voice and socially conscious lyrics made him a lasting symbol of hope and resistance. Number 14 on the list is Angelique Kidjo from Benin. She is a Grammy-winning singer, songwriter, and activist from Benin, celebrated for her genre-defined sound, fusing African rhythms with funk, jazz, salsa, and global pop. She's produced acclaimed albums like Logozo and Eve, singing in multiple languages including Fon, French, and English. She addresses women's rights, education, and social justice. Her electrifying performances and collaborations with global stars have made her one of Africa's most influential cultural ambassadors, earning recognition from UNESCO and Time magazine for her humanitarian work. And number 13 is Hugh Masekela from South Africa. He was a legendary South African trumpeter, flugel-hornist, and composer whose music became synonymous with anti-apartheid activism, blending jazz, afrobeats, and township rhythms. He created global hits like Grazing in the Grass. Masekela worked with legends such as Miriam Makeba and Paul Simon, using his art to protest oppression and celebrate African identity. Over 5 decades, his music inspired hope, cultural pride, and political awareness, making him one of Africa's most respected musical voices until his passing in 2018. 12 is Brenda Fassie from South Africa. Nicknamed the Queen of African Pop, she was a South African singer whose vibrant stage presence and fearless personality captivated audiences. Rising from Soweto, she produced hits like Weekend Special and Too Late for Mama, blending pop, disco, and township music. Fassie's lyrics often reflected the struggles and the resilience of black South Africans during apartheid. Her life, marked by both triumph and controversy, cemented her status as an enduring cultural icon whose influence remains strong years after her passing. At number 11 is Franco Luambo from DR Congo. He was known as the sorcerer of the guitar and he was a Congolese rumba master and leader of the band T-Pop Jazz. Over 4 decades, he composed hundreds of songs, blending Cuban influences with Congolese rhythms to define the soukous sound. His music often carried witty, socially relevant lyrics, making him a voice for the people. Franco's mystery of guitar technique and orchestration transformed African music, leaving a legacy that continues to inspire generations of musicians across the continent. And now, I'm going to give you the last 10, which is from 10 to 1 on the list of the African top 40 singers of all time. Please remember to subscribe to KCA Studio. Yes, going right straight into it. Number 10 is Mohamed Wadi. Mohamed Wadi was Sudan's most celebrated singer, composer, and activist, blending Nubian, Arabic, and African musical traditions. Known for his warm baritone and poetic lyrics, Wadi's songs often addressed love, heritage, and political freedom. His activism led to periods of imprisonment and exile, yet he remained a unifying cultural figure for Sudanese people worldwide. With a career spanning over 5 decades, he performed in multiple languages, preserving Sudan's folk traditions while embracing modern arrangements. Wadi's music continues to inspire both cultural pride and political awareness across generations in Sudan and beyond. Number 9 is Kulthum from Egypt. Known as the Star of the East, is Egypt's most revered singer and a towering figure in Arab music. Her unmatched vocal control, emotional depth, and improvisational mastery earned her the love of millions. Performing long, intricate songs that could last an hour, she brought Arabic poetry to life, addressing themes of love, longing, and patriotism. Kulthum's monthly radio concerts in the mid 20th century brought entire nations to a standstill. Her artistry remains a gold standard in Middle Eastern music, influencing generations of singers and preserving Arabic cultural heritage. Number 8 is Nigeria's Yemi Alade. She's often called Mama Africa. She is an Afro-pop powerhouse known for her energetic performances, multilingual singing, and vibrant fashion. She gained continental fame with Johnny, which became one of Africa's most viewed music videos, singing in English, Yoruba, French, and Swahili. She has built a pan-African brand, performing in over 40 countries. Her music fuses Afrobeats, highlife, and dancehall, often celebrating African women and culture. Beyond music, Yemi advocates for youth empowerment and gender equality, making her a strong voice for Africa's new generation of female entertainers and leaders. Number 7 is King Sunny Ade from Nigeria, the king of Juju music. He is a Nigerian icon whose career spans over 5 decades, famed for modernizing Juju with electric guitars, pedal steel, and synths. He brought Yoruba rhythms to international stages. His intricate guitar work, smooth vocals, and elaborate stage shows have earned him Grammy nominations and global tours. Sunny Ade's music blends traditional praise singing with danceable, uplifting grooves, making him a cultural bridge between old and new Nigeria. He remains one of Africa's most influential and respected band leaders. Number 6 is Burna Boy from Nigeria, Bon Damini Ebonluwa Ogulu. He's a Nigerian Afrofusion star who blends Afrobeats, reggae, dancehall, and hip-hop, rising to global prominence with albums like African Giant and Twice as Tall. He became the first Nigerian to win a Grammy for a solo album. Known for his deep voice, political commentary, and bold style, Burna Boy has worked with global icons from Beyoncé to Ed Sheeran. His music often addresses African unity, heritage, and pride, solidifying his role as one of the continent's most important contemporary voices. And number 5 is Youssou N'Dour from Senegal. That's Senegal's most famous singer and is celebrated for popularizing mbalax, a fusion of traditional Senegalese rhythms with global influences. His powerful tenor and emotive delivery has graced collaborations with artists like Peter Gabriel, Nene Cherry, and Paul Simon. N'Dour's hit 7 Seconds became a global anthem. Beyond music, he is a businessman, politician, and humanitarian. 7, as Senegal's Minister of Tourism, over a career spanning decades, he has used his platform to promote African culture, peace, and development worldwide. Number 4 is Salawa Abeni from Nigeria, the Waka Queen of Nigeria. She is a trailblazer in Yoruba traditional music. Her 1976 debut album, Late General Muritala Muhammad, became the first Yoruba language record to sell over 1 million copies, fusing Islamic-influenced melodies with percussion-driven rhythms. She brought Waka to mainstream popularity, known for her rich voice, witty lyrics, and stage charisma. Salawa has inspired generations of female musicians in Nigeria, and she remains a cultural icon, preserving indigenous music while adapting to contemporary tastes. Number 3 is South Africa's Miriam Makeba. Miriam Makeba, affectionately called Mama Africa, was South Africa's most iconic singer and an outspoken anti-apartheid activist. Her unique voice blended jazz, folk, and African traditional music, producing classics like Bata Bata and the Click Song. Exiled for decades, she used her platform to speak at the United Nations against apartheid. Makeba collaborated with global legends, earning a Grammy and worldwide respect. Her music remains a symbol of African resilience, pride, and political activism. And number 2 is King Ayisoba from Ghana. He's a Ghanaian Kologo musician whose raw, earthly sound fuses traditional northern Ghana rhythms with modern influences. Singing in Frafra and English, it delivers socially conscious messages on morality, politics, and unity. His breakout song, I Want to See You, My Father, brought Kologo music to mainstream attention. Known for his commanding stage presence and traditional attire, Ayisoba bridges the gap between ancestral Ghanaian heritage and contemporary world music, earning international tours and festival appearances. And number one on the top 40 African singers of all time, 1960 to 2025, is no other than Nigeria's Fela Kuti. Fela Anikulapo Kuti, the father of afrobeats, was a Nigerian multi-instrumentalist, composer, and activist whose music fused jazz, funk, highlife, and traditional African rhythms. His politically charged songs challenge corruption, dictatorship, and social injustice in Nigeria. Known for marathon performances with his band Africa 70, Fela combined hypnotic grooves with biting social commentary. Persecuted by authorities, he remained defiant, becoming a symbol of African resistance. His legacy continues through global Afrobeat revival and his influence on artists worldwide. Thank you everyone for listening and watching. That is the African top 40 singers of all time from 1960 to 2025. They have been measured by their vocal strength, commercial success, how they appeal to audience, their personal wealth, achievements, and the struggles over the years. I believe that this has been enlightening and you have found it useful. Please do not forget to subscribe to KCA Studio. Alright, thank you very much.